know what it's like whenever you sow a seed into a ministry or into something that someone is doing. You sow a seed, you give money towards a cause, and they say God is going to give it back to you 100-fold, 60-fold, stuff like that. And then you're waiting and waiting for that money to come back to you, right? Guess what? Do you know that it comes back to you and it's not necessarily in a monetary way? You know, when you plant a seed, you don't get a seed back, right? You get a harvest, correct? So whenever you sow a seed, you plant a seed, what you're getting back may not be exactly what it is that you gave. Okay? So if you gave $100, you might not necessarily get $100 back monetarily. But it could come in the form of maybe you had an issue with your car, and that car repair is going to cost you $300. And the mechanic says, you know what? This one is on me. That could be a part of your harvest from that seed that you sowed. Or it could be, you know, you looked out for somebody about something that they needed, something that they had been in prayer for, and God allowed you to be the answer to that need. And then God turns around and bless you in a way that you never imagined. That could be part of that harvest from that seed that you sowed. All right? Yeah. So keep that in mind. Whenever you're sowing a seed, whatever seed that you're sowing, it might not necessarily come back in the way that you sowed it. But the harvest thereof is a great reward. So, even for those of you who may be sowing seeds of discord, don't let that be said about you. But anyway, you know, you sowing seeds of discord, or you being a talebearer, or you keeping a lot of foolishness going. You know, the harvest that you receive behind that might skip you and attach itself to your children. Okay? So, be mindful. Because whatever seed you sow, whether it's a good seed or not, whether it's sown on fertile ground or stony ground, whether you are sowing it in a way of discord, causing confusion, commotions, it's going to come back to you. All right? You got to keep that in mind. You got to remember that. So it may not come back to you in the way that you sent it out, but it's coming back. All right? So you just be mindful of that, okay? Be mindful of that. Be careful, you know, when you are putting your mouth on people saying all manner of evil, or when you're spreading rumors. Because rumors can be true and they can be not true. But the fact of it is that you're spreading something that you weren't given permission to spread. You know, if somebody came to you and spoke a word to you on behalf of someone else or a situation or a matter, before you blab your mouth about it, you should be asking, is this something that's okay for me to repeat? Yeah. Okay. Just thought I would ask you. Just thought I would inquire. You know, inquiring minds want to know. All right, yeah, so just food for thought, giving you something to think about. Okay, so think about the seed that you're sowing. All right, think about the seed that you're sowing and what the harvest will be that you're reaping. Okay, all right, be encouraged, and remember, I'm here with you because I am. Passing on some hope is what I do. All right. I want to pass on some hope to you, some words of encouragement. Because the simple things that you can do, if that has been you in the past, then be mindful. Because the one thing you don't want to be happening is for you to be that person that people keep running to with gossip. That's not what you want. That shouldn't be what you want. You know, for you to be the person that people go to whenever there's a conversation that they want to know about or something that they heard, they immediately come to you. Because that means they can count on you to be caught up in matters that probably you shouldn't be focused on, or you should be focusing in on it in another way. All right, so it's just something for you to think about. Okay, people should not be easily drawn to run and tell you something about somebody else. No, that shouldn't be the case. You know, I know sometimes it is the case, but it shouldn't be the case. And so that's what I want you to consider and be mindful of. All right? Now, you be encouraged, and remember, I'm here with you because I am. Passing on some hope is what I do. And I hope that this nugget will help you in the long run. All right? Be encouraged. Be blessed. I'll see you soon right here on this channel. And join Talks with L&B.